Wow. Wow. Um, that really sucks, Andy. Like really? Like you've got the stats to prove that nothing happened there? That is incredibly disappointing. Don't have to say other than wow. And yeah, but the IGF is cool. Um, yeah, Peck was basically saying that or asking whether we think or what do we think of the IGF, and obviously the cool is the obvious answer, but um, I know what you mean by feeling a game is not worthwhile for the IGF. And this I entered my game Smiles in the IGF 2 years ago, actually the IGF Mobile specifically, and that was a game that I did not feel was worthy of the regular IGF. However, I certainly felt it was worthy of the IGF Mobile, and hell, I was a finalist, so that worked out. But yeah, IGF is kind of well. Let's put it this way: this year's IGF entries, I did a brief little run over of all 568 entries just to kind of just out of my own curiosity to see what was entered, and like holy shnikes, there's a lot of stuff in the IGF this year. I remember last year, I want to say I probably recognized a good maybe 10 to 20% of the games that were entered. Like really, like a lot of the guys that I know, or have offhand heard of this stuff, were entering the games in the IGF. This year, I I could not even say that. I'm like less than like 5%, less than 2%, of the people I know, or at least I don't recognize a lot of the stuff in the IGF this year. And there's a lot of really high quality stuff, but a lot of stuff that didn't jump out at me because it's either very generic, like it's using the common aesthetics that you see in all the other indie games, like the traditional glow or whatever the case may be, or really high quality FPS style art, which is weird, but whatever. Um, yeah, there's an insane amount of competition. It's really getting fierce. What we need to compete against, at least in quantity. So, I don't know. It might actually become. I don't know. Is the answer not worthwhile to enter? I don't know. I know myself. I'm going to probably enter every time I have a new game, because, well, I'm hoping my strategy of slightly longer timelines works. Although, admittedly, I am considering a sort of, well, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm considering a sort of sequel to my game I'm working on now. And if I get any sort of placement, I'll probably get, hit with an Andy style, you guys, it's too similar to the other one. Well, bite me, it's totally different, and, only slightly base, you didn't try it, blah, blah, blah. I could totally see that happening because there's just so much volume. But, if I was to place or get any sort of recognition in the IGF with a game, then, fuck, I'm probably fine as far as the financials are concerned. But, yeah. Um, is it important that I enter the IGF? It's important to me because I like external validation. But I am trying to be conscious of what I'm up against, and I'm like, holy crap. So here I am. This isn't particularly the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm been doing a lot of research into, well, crazy ass graphical effect crap, because, well, not only for I just kind of gravy in that regard, but I'm aiming high as far as market penetrations and compatibilities and platforms and blah. So, yeah. Do I have a point? I don't know. I'm. It's important to me because I've been in games a long time, and there's. I want to be able to say that I won the IGF or won some award in the IGF. I've not won anything in the IGF. I've won stuff, and that feels really good. But, having been to the IGF and not won, you're like, I want some of that. I want some of that win. Phil's got some of that win. Jealous. This guy's jealous. I want some of that win. It's totally, I don't need it. I need money. That's what it boils down to. But one of my main motivators making games these days is not so much the money side. Like, my game is going to be sort of mainstream, sort of niche. So I don't really care in that about, okay, I care about the money, but I don't know what I'm saying. It's important to me because it's a big deal to me. And I like to be externally validated. That's why I talk to people, because people say things that you don't expect to make you feel good, or do things to make you feel good. Yeah, good mood today. I'm going to watch some shows.